Another interesting Cafdil science lessons. My name is Ernest Ato Bentel. I'm very happy you have moved from basic 3 to basic 4. And basic 4, I'm going to take you through the science in basic 4. Our lesson 1, that is the first lesson, is on insects. So the topic for today is on insects. The topic for today is on insects. When you were in basic 1, basic 2, basic 3, you were taught living things and non-living things. We are still on that topic, but today we are going to talk about insects. And you see, insects are a group of animals. So the topic for today is on insects. Let's look at our lesson objectives for the lesson. By the end of the lesson, you will be able to 1. Tell what insects are. And then 2. State 4 examples of insects. State 4 examples of insects. And then 3. State 4 features of insects. State 4 features of insects. So by the end of this lesson, you'll be able to tell what insects are. State 4 examples of insects, and then state 4 features of insects. Now let's begin with the lesson. What are insects? Okay, we are surrounded by lots and lots of insects. But really, what are insects? Insects are the smallest of all animals with 6 legs and no backbone. Insects are the smallest of all animals with 6 legs and no backbone. If you look on your screen, this is a backbone, and insects do not have this kind of backbone. That is why we have crossed it. Insects do not have this backbone. So you see the butterfly, you see the cockroach here, you see the grasshopper here. They do not have this backbone. So insects are the smallest of all animals with 6 legs and no backbone. Good. So remember, they are the smallest of all animals with 6 legs and no backbone. We humans, we are also living things, and we have backbone. From your neck, back of your neck to your waist, you have a backbone there. We normally call it the spinal cord, like this. But insects are a group of animals that do not have this kind of backbone. Now let's go through some examples of insects. We are saying they are the smallest with 6 legs with no backbone. Now let's go through some examples of insects. The first one is butterfly. Yes, so you can see butterfly on your screen. They love flowers. Butterflies, they love flowers. You always find them on flowers. So this kind of insect is called a butterfly. The next one is ants. Ants, and we see ants all around. They like sweet things. When you leave your bread, your sugar, your anything that is very tasty, you see the ants. They will rush to it within some few minutes. The next one is bee. Bee. So bee is also an example of insects, and we get honey from bees. When they catch you too, they can beat you good to cover your food so that these housefly will not come on it and then spread diseases. You have bed bugs. Bed bugs. Bed bugs. They are normally found in our mattresses or beds. Our bed sheets, they are very tiny and they suck your blood. The next one is grasshopper. Grasshopper. Also have the dragonfly. dragonfly. Yes, I believe you have come across all these examples of insects before. All these examples. Yes, we have cockroach. They are always in our homes. Cockroach. So you see this cockroach. You leave your plate there, they will come and finish the food for you. So a cockroach is also an example of insect. We normally found them in our homes. You have termites. Termites is also an example. And they like destroying wood. Termites like destroying wood. Good. So these are examples of insects that we have gone through. We have seen butterfly, the bee, grasshopper. We have seen the ladybird, beetle, mosquito, housefly, and the rest. They are all examples of insects. They are all examples of insects. Good. Now let's look at the physical features of insects. Physical features. So when you talk about physical features, we are talking about things that when you say about that animal, when I see that animal, I'll recognize that this is an insect. So these are the things that we are going to look at. Physical features of insects. The first one is that they are small in size. So look at the ants. They normally like living in holes. And the home for ants is called an anthill. See, they are very small in size. Very, very small. Compared to the sizes of other animals, insects are small in size. Insects are small in size. So that is the first feature. They are very small in size. Let's look at the second one. Insects have 6 legs. Insects have 6 legs. So the first one is bee. So you see that the legs are numbered. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If you look at the mosquito too, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If you look at the cockroach, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So insects are animals that have 6 legs. And we can also say 3 pairs of legs. A pair means 2. A pair means 2. So 1, 2 is 1 pair. 3, 4 is 2 pairs. 5, 6 is 3 pairs. So either you say 6 legs or 3 pairs of legs. And a pair means 2. So insects have 6 legs or 3 pairs of legs. We humans have only 2 legs, but they have 6 legs. And they are the smallest of all animals too, and they have 6 legs. So insects have 6 legs, remember, or 3 pairs of legs. 3. Insects have 3 body parts. Insects have 3 body parts. The first one is the head. The second one is the thorax. And the third one is the abdomen. So all insects have 3 body parts. The head, the thorax, and then the abdomen. So see how it has been divided. Head, thorax, the middle part, and then the abdomen. So insects have 3 body parts. Head, thorax, and then abdomen. 4. Insects have a pair of antennae, and this antennae serve as a sense organ. So you look at this cockroach. As I told you, when we say pair, that means, so you have 1 here, 2 here. So this is what we call the antenna, and it is located on the head. We said they have head, thorax, and abdomen. The antenna is found on the head. 1, 2. So insects have a pair of antennae, and this antenna serves as a sense organ. When you were in basic 3, we learned about life processes of living things, and we said sensitivity is a life process, and we humans have 5 sense organs. So insects also use their antennae as a sense organ that helps them to see and feel things around them. So this is the antennae, and if you look at this ant too, this is the antennae. It's a pair, that means 2. Good. Some insects have 2 wings that help them to fly. So you can see that this housefly, you can see this bee, you can see this butterfly. So the bee, butterfly, and then the housefly, they have wings. We are saying that some, not all insects have wings. If you look at the ants do not have wings. They move by walking. But insects like bee, housefly, butterfly, they have wings that helps them to fly. So some insects have 2 wings that help them to fly. So you see the butterfly have 1, 2 wings. If you look at this fly, there 1 here, another 1 here. If you look at this bee, 1 at the left and at the right. So insects have 2 wings that help them to fly. Insects have compound eyes. Insects have compound eyes. This helps them to have larger view of objects. The compound eyes help them to have larger view of objects. So this is a fly, an example of insect. And this is how the compound eye look like. Let's look at it from here. This is the compound eye. If you look at the eyes that we have as humans, you have the pupil there and then the rest of the parts. But you see, this is the eye that they have. So this is how the eye of the insect looks like. And this eye helps them to see things very far than we humans. They see things very far than we humans. But the things that they see too, they see it very large and it is blur. So this is the vision of an insect and this is the vision of a human. So you see that this image is very blur. Just that the insect will see that there's an image here, but they will not see it as clear as we see it. That is why when you have a mosquito on your body, by the time your hand reaches there, they are already gone. And you beat yourself. Because when you raise your hand, they will see your hand very big and very far away. And they will sense the danger and they will run away. So this is how their eyes look like. And we call this type of eye compound eye. It helps them to have larger view of objects and also from far. And this larger view is not clear as compared to how we humans see things. So insects have compound eyes, and this helps them to have larger view of objects. Great. We are almost at the end of our lesson on insects. Let's go through some of the things we talked about. We said that insects are the smallest of all animals with 6 legs and with no backbone. So they are smallest of all animals with 6 legs and no backbone. So we talked about housefly, ants, bee, mosquito as examples of insects. Housefly, ants, bee, mosquito as examples of insects. We also looked at cockroach, butterfly, praying mantis, grasshopper. These are all examples of insects. Cockroach, butterfly, praying mantis, grasshopper. You also have termites, ladybird, beetle, bedbug. They are all examples of insects. Termites, ladybird, beetle, bedbug are all examples of insects. We also looked at features of insects, and we said they have 3 body parts: head, thorax, and abdomen. They have head, the middle part, thorax, and then abdomen. These are the parts of an insect. They have 2 antennae and they have 6 legs. These are some of the features of an insect. They have 2 antennae they use as a sense organ, and then 6 legs. They use the antennae as a sense organ to see and feel things around them. To see and feel things around them. You also said they have wings to fly. They have wings to fly. 2 wings to fly. As you see this butterfly flying with 2 wings, and this fly too, flying with 2 wings. You also said they have compound eyes that help them to have larger view of objects from far. Good. Now let's test ourselves on this lesson to see how well we understood it. 1. Which of the following is not an insect? Which of the following is not an insect? We have bee, we have ant, we have fish. Bee, ant, and fish. Which of the following is not an insect? Good. The answer is fish. So fish is not an insect. But we are saying insects have 6 legs. Fish has no legs. So it's out. 2. How many legs do insects have? How many legs do insects have? I just said it. Good. Insects have 6 legs. Insects have 6 legs. 3. Insects have how many body parts? Insects have how many body parts? 2, 3, or 4? 3. Very good. Insects have 3 body parts. That is the head, the thorax, and the abdomen. Good. 4. Insects use their dododo as a sense organ. Insects use their dododo as a sense organ. They use their head, antennae, or wings. Good. They use the antennae as a sense organ. That helps them to see and feel things around them. Our last question. Insects have dododo eyes that help them to see things from far. Insects have dododo eyes that help them to see things from far. Sharp eyes, compound eyes, or big eyes? Good. Compound eyes. Very good. You have all done well. You have all done well. And I believe you all understood the lesson on insects. Now, my kids, as usual, take this homework and then make sure you do it. 1. State any 6 examples of insects. We have talked about a lot. So state any 6 examples of insects. 2. Write down any 3 features of an insect. Write down any 3 features of an insect. So 1. State any 6 examples of an insect. 2. Write down any 3 features of an insect. This is your homework for this lesson. Kids, you have come to the end of this lesson. I believe you all followed and enjoyed it. Until we meet again next time, this is your teacher, Ernest Ato Bento. Bye-bye.